Good evening, Tampa Bay, and all the 55 countries listening to my communique. This is the Rockit Man Show, and we're ready to rock on with news and anything else you can use. We have a very special guest tonight, the Jailbait Girls.
What's up, everybody? It's Evil here in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, Evil and Trinity here back on the Rockit Man Show.
And Gary.
You may notice that half the entourage is only here, but we're going to look for them to bring in every single one of them.
Oh yeah, we'll bring
them all
back.
into the Rockit Man Show sometime. Yeah.
I don't know if you can handle that much.
Oh, baby, you don't know how much I can handle. Woohoo!
That's a whole lot of jailbait, Rockit Man.
That's just inappropriate.
Yeah, she'll get to see the rocket launch from the pad.
Does the rocket still launch from the pad?
Oh, yeah, it gets real tall.
Oh, goodness.
All right, only on the Rockit Man Show do we start off like this.
Only with Evil in the house make it happen.
Yeah, and our illustrious controller up there, Gary. Hi, say hi, Gary.
Hey.
No, you're supposed to say hi, Gary. That's all you're supposed to say. Well, that's a twist on words. Anyway, I'm just getting started here, and I'm really getting hot. So
it's a little warm
I got enough here to get hot about.
You guys want some AC?
Some AC?
No,
AC/DC would be nice. Yeah.
Would that cool you down?
I don't know, Gary. With you in the room, it makes it a little difficult.
I think he's in the polar regions with his jokes. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That's going to be a tough one.
Woo, let's go. I haven't even had my caffeine yet. Where's that espresso? Yeah, that's what I need. That'll just get me started. So, girls, tell everybody about some of the events that you're going to be doing pretty soon.
Actually, our favorite thing we're actually looking forward to is heading to Bike Week in 3 weeks. We are so excited. We're going to Bike Week for an entire week. And we're going to be working up there at the Cabbage Patch campgrounds right across the street at the Cabbage Patch.
How long is the event?
From week to week. It's Trinity, you got your notes, honey?
Yeah.
It's going to be March, I believe it starts March 7th, that Friday. We're heading out March 7th, I believe, which is a Friday. And we're going to be there that entire week until the following Sunday.
So you're going to be there for a full week?
A full week.
Wow, that's some gig. I wish I could do a gig for a week.
Yeah. I actually got a call. There's a guy that just got in touch with me, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. And I don't want to. I want to actually shout him out properly because I hate to be rude. I don't like to be rude to anybody, but
anybody. Speaking of a week, that's how long it's going to take to break the record for the broadcasters World Guinness Book of Records thing. I'm trying to get Nolan Ray to really get on board with this, but it's taking a little time just to get him to see it my way there. And besides, it was his idea, and I'm trying to get him to kind of follow through with it. The World Guinness Book of Records for broadcasters.
And what do you got to do?
You just keep continually broadcasting 24 hours a day until a week is gone.
So just keep talking for 24 hours?
Basically, yeah.
For a week.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sleep.
Well, you accumulate, according to their rules, you accumulate 5 minutes
every hour
of break time every hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bank in 20 hours? How much?
I could probably do that as long as I could have a catheter, because Lord knows with my little bladder, I pee way too much. But as long as I had the caffeine coming, I could probably stay awake and be entertaining for a good week.
Yeah, a whole week. Well, we'd find plenty for you two to do.
I could do that.
Well, anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to thank you all for joining us. We're still rocking hot, but we'll see what is and what's not. So, Trinity, how long have you been a jailbait girl?
Since August.
Our viewers would probably like to know how old you were.
I can't tell you.
Oh no! I'm not asking. It's our viewers.
They're not allowed to discuss their age.
Oh, they're not allowed to discuss.
That'd be like
their
asking
age.
her what her real name is. They're not allowed to discuss any personal information.
Oh, okay.
But Trinity is actually the manager of Evil's Jailbait Girls.
Oh, I thought you were that.
I'm the owner.
Oh, okay.
Trinity is actually the manager of Evil's Jailbait.
Correct that whip.
She actually takes a lot of the workload off of me by handling a lot of stuff that I just don't have time to do. So she manages the girls while I run around and get gigs and do a lot of that kind of.
I hope you got a pay raise for that. Oh, look at her twinkle her eye about that. Oh, I touched on something right there. Yeah.
She's a good girl. She's a hard worker. She's a hard worker. But so she's been promoted to manager of the Jailbait Girls. Like I said, she takes a lot of the workload off of me. Because I work all day too, so she can handle a lot of
What else
stuff.
do you do?
I run a construction business during the day.
Oh, do you have your own construction license?
I'm actually a licensed Florida state contractor.
Okay, certified contractor.
Yep.
Okay, what contractor in what?
I'm a specialty structure contractor.
What does specialty mean?
It means it covers pretty much everything underneath a GC.
Okay.
I can do pretty much anything. Like I can do.
Do you know
concrete,
carpentry?
windows, doors. You can do carpentry. You can do anything.
No, I mean, do you yourself know carpentry?
I've studied it. Have I done it personally? No. That's why I hire people to do that stuff.
Ah, okay.
I don't do a lot of physical labor myself.
She hires people.
I hire people.
Physical labor keeps me in physical.
Me too. I work out. Look how big I am.
Well, that can come from a doctor visit.
These are 100% real. Thank you very much. These are natural.
I don't know.
Are they
I've
not
never
real?
felt them.
They are real.
They are real. Thank you. They move.
I've touched them.
They bounce.
Them,
they wiggle.
them,
They are real.
them.
All right.
Only fake ones
only
don't
on the
move.
Rocket Man Show we find out the truth of everything.
Yes, Evilicious's boobs are real. 100% real.
Not that I was aiming in that direction.
Well, now that you know.
Mine are real too, in case anyone was wondering.
So I have a question that's
Looks
not,
like more than a handful.
I have a question that's not boob related.
What's your question, Gary?
So what is the process like to become a jailbait girl? If you can, is there like an audition process? Do you have to send?
Actually, well, no, they
headshots?
need-
9-day boot camp. It's real hard.
No. Actually, we are actually hiring jailbait girls right now. So if anybody is interested, they need to go to our website, www.evilsjailbaitgirls.com. Let me spell it out. Evils, EVILS, jailbait, JAILBAIT, girls with an S.com. There's a section on there where you can leave your contact information. It'll go directly to my email. You can also visit us on Facebook, Evil's Jailbait Girls on Facebook, and you can leave, a message on Facebook as well. And you'll hear back from me or Trinity to set up an interview. But remember, girls, if you are even thinking of trying out for Evil's Jailbait Girls, you got to be at least this hot. And that's all I'm going to say in being honest with you. You got to be hot. You got to be tight. You got to be sexy. You got to be outgoing. You got to be vivacious and just crazy girls like us. And that's what it takes to be a jailbait girl. But we are hiring. And we have, like I said, we got Bike Week coming up. And we are taking 12 girls to Bike Week. These girls are going to I took 2 girls to Bike Week with me last year. Both of my girls made over $700 in 4 days. We are going for an entire week this year. We've got a 35-foot motorhome RV that we're going to be parked right across the street from where we're working at all week. We are going to eat, drink, party, be crazy bitches, and just have way too much fun.
So come on out and check out Girls Gone Wild.
Evil's Jailbait Gone Wild. But I'm telling you, if y'all are interested, definitely hit us up on the Evil's Jailbait Girls sites anywhere, and you'll find us. But we are hiring. We're looking for 12 girls to go to Bike Week with us.
No drag queens.
No, you must be 100% female. Must be 100% female. I will check.
I was gonna...
Oh,
will you?
Yeah, she'll
I
check
will check, believe me.
She'll check for your original hair color, too.
So,
Most of my girls are shaved, just for the record.
Yeah.
who else is going to be checking?
Trinity.
I'll check. I'll double check.
Oh, right.
Trinity and I both check to make sure
At the
everything
same
is
time.
real.
How thorough
At
are
the same
these
damn
checks?
time. We're very thorough. We're very thorough.
Give you a pat down.
We also know if your boobs are
down.
real or not, so we can announce it on the radio.
Mine are totally real.
But yeah, and then we also have some modeling gigs coming up at the end of March.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be a lot of work with Biker Florida, bikerfl.com. Doc and Marcy, we've been doing a lot of gigs with them with leatherornot.com. And we do a lot of gigs. We're doing a lot of gigs with them. We got a lot of great events coming up, and those guys are fantastic.
Speaking of around that time of March, the 22nd of March on a Sunday, the Rocket Man himself will be out on a parade in the parade at the Chasco Fiesta. That's on the 22nd. I will be in tow on a float with my band called Stingray. This is going to be our big premiere thing with thousands of people in the
On
street.
March 22nd?
Yes.
Where are we going to be on that day? Because I'd like to be at
We will
Chasco
be
Fiesta.
in Punta Gorda.
We're
with
going to
Biker
be in
Florida.
Punta Gorda. We're going to be actually with Biker Florida and
Yeah.
Leather or Not doing a gig on that day. So I will not be able to come see you.
Oh,
But
Rocket Man is heartbroken.
I know. Well, but you'll be heartbroken when you see all of us girls in these cute little outfits that we get to wear for for Leather or Not. That's what we do up there. We put on these. He has these most amazing little outfits, and we get to walk around in the hottest stilettos.
Yep.
And we go out there and we just model and we get on the poles and we dance and we just have
fun.
Yeah, it's a freaking blast.
It's not like work at
And
all.
we make it's not. I like any of our work is really not work.
Bike detailing's tough.
Bike detailing is like our hardest of our jobs, really. But like none of our work is really work. We just get to be cute, sexy, and people pay us for it.
Well, I wouldn't want to detail a bike completely unless it was cooled down a little bit, you know.
Yeah, well, you never
It'd be a
detail
little
a
hot.
hot bike ever anyway. You never want to because the pipes will burn you.
Oh yeah, that's fact. Rocket Man himself has a nice bike, a V twin. It looks like a Harley actually. It's a
I
Kawasaki
know
Vulcan.
Yeah, I know what a V.
750.
Yeah.
I don't know bikes.
I have a '98 Dyna Wide Glide Harley.
Mm-hmm.
My bike's pretty badass.
I have my seat is like this, and it goes up like this, and it's got the backrest that's up like that.
I don't have a backrest because my bike can't hold anybody else on it except me because it's custom made just for my weight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very short, actually. Without my stilettos, I'm only 5'3", so they had to put they had to really crank the bike all the way down. So like the weight limit on it is like 120 pounds. So I'm like the only one who can ride on my bike. And I had to have a custom seat made that pushes me really far forward so I can reach the forward controls. Because you can't ride, you can't really ride a motorcycle in 6-inch stilettos.
No.
I mean, not properly and not safely, but so my
I'd put
bike's...
them in the saddlebags and put on some riding
Oh,
boots.
absolutely. Yeah, I ride in proper riding boots, and then when I get to where I'm going, I pull out my stilettos and still get to be cute.
That's the way it should be.
And then put my riding boots back on when I ride.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so nobody rides on my bike except me, so I don't need a back high bitch bar, whatever they call it, sissy bar.
The ladies especially love to ride on my bike.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I love to ride on my husband's bike. He's got an O2 Ultra Classic, a touring bike, a Harley, and I mean that thing is like sitting on the couch. It rides. It's like I've passed out on the back of that bike before.
Yeah,
many times. I actually can say. Not trying to, but a couple too many.
So Trinity, what kind of bike do you have?
I don't have.
Unless she does not have one.
She has a 12-speed.
A bicycle?
No.
There's nothing wrong with a bicycle. I mean, it keeps you in such great shape that you are.
We're on a major workout routine right now. That's why.
Well,
We got 3 weeks to get ready for Bike Week.
Yeah,
I'm actually considering going into a gym myself. I haven't done anything, but if I went into the gym, I'd be massive.
Working out is always important for your body, for every single person out there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what keeps you healthy and keeps you young. Seriously, working out is very important. It's healthy for your heart. It's good for your heart. It's good for your lungs. It's good for your body.
Well, that's what the carpentry does for me too. When I build houses and stuff.
Yeah, but that kind of work also takes a toll on your body. It tears up your joints, tears up your muscles, and if you're not doing it properly, it can hurt you in the long run.
Well, I'm in a situation to where I can work when I want to.
Well, that's good. But when you do it, let's say you do it all day long after 8 hours, tell me you're not hurting.
Sometimes
Yeah.
not.
And as you get older, it's worse. I've
Yes.
got a lot of friends that are in, their
Yes,
contract.
Trinity. As you get older, it gets worse.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends that have been
You've got a lot
contractors their
to
whole
look
life.
forward to.
I've got friends that have been doing this forever, and believe me, they
Oh,
wish they'd never
jeez.
done it.
I'm sorry. I'm just going off a little bit.
No,
here.
that's good.
What's your workout routine like? What do you do? You go to the gym or do you like P90X?
No, we actually
or
don't
what?
need to go to a gym. We do all of our stuff at home. We run 2 miles, sometimes 4. We try to break it up, but pretty much we stick to our 2 just for the cardio, because it's not like we really need to drop a weight. But cardio is important for the heart. But we run 2 miles, and then we do our ab rocket, which is a 5-minute workout that works your abs and your obliques. And then we do we're on the 30-day squat challenge. That's a bitch. Squats every day,
30 today.
and it hurts. And then we do the 30-day plank challenge where we're planking. We do the planks for our core, and then we do the side planks. And then
Sometimes we.
sometimes we do the kickboxing, and we got the studio with the bag and the heavy bag in there. So I'm just now teaching Trinity some kickboxing moves.
Do you do some push-ups to make your breasts bigger?
I don't need to.
I don't think that works that
But
way.
it
That
does not
actually
make your
works,
breast
though.
bigger, actually. It's actually, the more weight you lose, the smaller your breasts get, because it's actually just fat.
Yeah.
Your boobs are just fat.
Is twerking a form of exercise?
Yes.
Actually, twerking is a great exercise.
It works your lower abs.
It works your lower abs, and it actually works the muscles in the back of your legs, your hamstrings. So it's really because you have to control your legs to actually be able to twerk like that.
Well, the Rocket Man usually goes about 5 miles on his bicycle.
5 miles on your bike is like equal to maybe running a mile. You know, because the problem is your
That
heart rate
depends
doesn't.
on how intense you make it.
Well, that's true. If you're just biking gradually, your heart rate's not getting up very high.
Sometimes I'll do a sprint for about a mile.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is really, really good. Trinity and I want to get on our bicycles and go across. You know that new bridge over 60? The new walk bridge that they just put up?
Yes.
We want to take our bikes over that. We want to ride over that. like haul an ass ride.
What
That's
kind
gonna be
of
a great
bicycle do you
workout.
have?
What do we have in the garage? They're just bicycles, like 12 speeds, mountain bikes.
Oh.
Mountain bikes.
Yeah, like mountain bikes.
The Rocket Man has
Well, they have the
a
adjustment
racing bike.
speed,
Yeah.
so that's.
I have an original Schwinn, one made in Chicago, not in China.
I have $98 Walmart bikes.
Uh,
But they do the trick. I don't care.
My-
I don't ride it
Got two
often enough to
wheels.
care.
My brother bought one of those bikes from Walmart. Every mile and a half, I had to break out the wrench and crank on the crank to get it to
I've never
stay
had a
on
problem
there.
with mine. I've had mine for like 5 years and never had a problem.
It was a Chinese piece of shit, man.
Yeah, but I've never had a problem with it. It works.
Anyway,
Gets me from A to B when I want to ride it.
and back in 1981 is the last year that Schwinn produced bicycles in Chicago. From then on, it was into Malaysia and I think China.
Huh?
So
I don't know anything about it.
but they made them very very good back then, and they are a collector's item now.
Huh.
So I've got one of their racers, and I love it. My friend who works out all the time too raced me on a mountain bike, and I was on my race bike. I beat him by like 100 feet.
That's impressive.
I raced a tricycle on Sunday.
Trinity did race a tricycle on Sunday.
In,
In your
boots.
car?
No, in
Oh, no.
6-inch boots.
Yeah. It was
In
me.
those?
She was on a
Not
tricycle.
in these, in like some boots,
Knee-high boots.
Yeah. A little tricycle too. It was like I won.
It
Totally
was a
won.
mini tricycle.
Beat Amber, like the whole racetrack and everything. Figure eights. I totally whooped your ass.
You were running in boots
No, she
No,
was.
I was
They
on
were
a
racing
tricycle.
on mini
on the
tricycles.
tricycle. Oh, okay.
Like pedaling and everything.
The Rocket Man would have loved to have seen that. Next time, get a video so you can
Mainly
show it
that
to all of
booty.
us.
Can you imagine the seats are really small too? So
Yeah, and like
so
it
her
was, like,
ass.
leaning back.
You
too.
know
I
you
was
did not
like-
see that seat with Trinity's ass on it. Okay, you know that there was no seat visible.
My butt actually hit the tires on the sides. Like
So you were getting.
and no one got a
I had
picture
skid
of this.
she had skid marks all over her ass.
And no one got a picture
No
of it.
one.
I'm done.
Oh, unbelievable!
I
Should
knew I
have
should
got a
have
picture of
went.
that.
I knew I should have went. Hey, we got something going on this Saturday. Where are we going to be Saturday?
yeah, we'll be in Crystal River at Pure Country Bar and Grill with Scooter Goods.
Ah, Scooter Goods magazine.
Scooter Goods that's a magazine.
Yeah, it's a biker
Okay.
magazine up in Pasco.
Ah.
Pasco County Biker Magazine. They come up there and do a lot of stuff with the event. With they have live music, food.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a pretty good size event this Saturday.
Yeah.
Should be a great bike event.
Hmm.
So that's
You
Pure
ever-
Country.
Do you
Yes.
ever actually video any of these events?
No, we're usually working. I mean, usually when we do our events, we get so much attention. If I remember to take pictures sometimes, it's amazing.
Well, maybe you could just stand a camera somewhere so you can watch everything.
Oh my God, I don't know if
watch
I'd
the-
want to see everything after.
It's just an idea.
That's
so you
actually
can
a good idea, but-
yeah, so you can actually critique yourselves.
I don't think I'd want to change anything we do. People love us just pretty much because we do wing it.
Yeah.
Nothing is planned or scheduled. You know what I mean? We wing it, and I think that's what makes it really awesome because nothing is. It is. It's just natural. You see the really, really drunk guys falling over the girls, and those always crack me up because then I have to get up on them and be like, all right, watch yourself. And, you get the crazy ones that try to get a little handsy, and I have to put them in their place. And so those you
So,
can't act
how
that
do you
out.
put them in their place?
Very simply, I make it very clear that if they put their hands on any of my girls, I will kick their ass.
All right.
She is evil.
And again, most of these events, a big majority of the people there already know me. So generally, before I can even get there, one of the other bigger guys have already pretty much put the guy in his place. I mean, everybody knows us, and everybody protects the girls.
Well, that's good. That's sort of like everybody protects the band too.
Yeah, and I can count on one hand as many times that's anybody has ever gotten out of line with any of my girls, and I've been doing this for almost 5 years, so it just doesn't happen.
Do you carry like a taser or pepper spray?
No, I wear 6-inch boots, and I can kick someone right in the throat. I have no fear when it comes to that.
Brown belt.
I'm a brown belt in Shotokan karate, and I do kickboxing. So I don't care how big someone is; they do not scare me.
That's good.
I have no fear when it comes to anybody. And when it comes to protecting my girls, I will do what I have to do. But again, I've never had to do that at an event. Nobody has ever tested me to that point. I've never actually had to kick anybody's ass at an event.
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
I mean, and again, everybody at the events, most of the bikers know me. Most of them know me personally. I've ridden with quite a few people, as on personal levels on my own bike. So I have a lot of personal friends in the biker world that always keep an eye out for me, keep an eye out for my girls. And people usually, when I walk up to someone at my hole, 5'3", 110 pounds, and I kind of just look at them, they pretty much just laugh at me and walk away. I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean. Do you really want to walk away actually having your ass whooped by a 5'3", 110 pound? Do you really want to take that chance that I can do it?
Dang, I need to take some lessons from you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you take your chance. I mean, do you think I can do it or do you think I can? Either way, the game's on you. And again, when I go at someone with no fear, they pretty much know that I know what I'm talking about.
That's how you do it.
You know what I
That's how you
mean?
do it.
Oh, the Rocket Man himself has several years in martial arts.
Yeah.
Let's see, Taekwondo, Jeppkoi Karate, Kung Fu.
A lot of those are fighting karates.
Ninjutsu.
A lot of those are fighting.
My latest one I've been participating in a lot is Jiu-Jitsu. See, anybody that fights, if they get taken down to the ground, it's like they're like a fish out of water. They have no idea what to do next. Now, jiu-jitsu guy
Take me down
versus
and watch
wrestler
me go.
is a deadly combination right there. If you ever watch the UFC fights, somebody who's very good in jiu-jitsu, and if he's even more so if he's in wrestling too, he can't be beat.
I don't give anybody the chance to get close enough to get me down to the ground, first of all. I have legs for days. You have to get close enough. One of my strongest points is my kicking.
Oh, that's always good.
My legs are very, very strong, and if I even think you're coming at me, I'm going to kick you anyway. So, and if you weren't coming at me, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to kick you anyway. If you look like you're going to attack me, Shotokan is a whole different type of karate. We're not trained to go out looking for fights. Our training technique is to defend ourselves, but yet to take you down very quickly so that we can get away. We're not there to go. I mean, we're trained to spar. We can take you on, fight, but our technique is more or less to just defend ourselves to get out of any position you put us in. I'm squirmy, so I'm little. I can get out of anything you put me in. There's no position you can put me in that I can't get out of.
well, we won't put that to a test here.
Trust me, there isn't. But our whole technique is to just take you down quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
do
generally,
you teach your girls this?
Trinity's actually in training. I'm teaching her some kickboxing.
Well, you're actually trying to learn some of this stuff.
I know some punching.
She's just. I mean, the basic.
She's just starting too.
Yeah,
I can tell.
You always start with just the basic punch. The basic how to connect a punch. Because if you go to punch someone and you hit them wrong, you're going to break a finger or break your hand or break your wrist. So learning technique and to put the force behind it is the very first thing you need to learn.
In jiu-jitsu,
and then how to kick somebody with the proper way is the first things you want to learn in kickboxing.
A lot of jiu-jitsu is not striking. It's all getting them in submission holds.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to get in a hold. I'm going to kick you in the throat, and you're going to be down there feeling like you swallowed an egg, and I'm going to walk away.
You do that in a spar match?
I'm not going to spar match any. I'm 5'3", 110 pounds.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're 5 foot, maybe 10.
11.
Okay, close enough. And you're probably pushing a little over 200 pounds.
210.
Am I dead on or not? So me as a chick at 5'3", 110 pounds, you at 5'11", 210, why would I spar with you? I'm not retarded.
Oh, I was just.
My point
it was
being,
just a rhetorical thing. You
exactly.
know,
My point being, now another 5'3", 110 pound chick, I'll spar with her all day long. But a man, I'm not going to spar with any dude. You're far stronger than me. Any guy is going to be. I'm just going to kick him in the fucking throat and walk away.
Okay.
It's my point being. Or I'm going to kick you somewhere I know you're going to go down. I mean, my whole job is just to protect myself.
Of course.
I'm not going to spar with you. I'm not stupid.
It's nice. I think it's nice that you are teaching her some things.
We're getting her stronger. That's where you
think
start.
all
you
women
be
should
strong,
know.
And then you got to learn how to apply that.
I think all women should know
power.
martial arts.
I think all women need to know how to protect
At
themselves.
least protect themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a lot of guys out there that don't know how to protect themselves. Everybody should know
Yeah,
how to
there is.
protect themselves. I've seen people in bar fights where you got one guy who's just getting his butt kicked by another guy, and it's like, dude, you're sitting there covering your head. Do something, you know? I mean, don't lay there and take a beating. Nobody should ever lay there and take a beating.
No.
Everyone needs to learn how to, defend themselves in anything you learn how to do. I'm not saying one style of karate is better than any other style. If you learn anything, just learn something.
I think
Same thing with kickboxing. Kickboxing is another great way to learn to defend yourself. Anything that you learn how to use your hands and your feet and learn how to put the power behind it is a great thing.
I think we should all be trained as children and grow up in training for martial arts because it's
I think you got to be careful
teaching.
teaching kids because you got to remember kids are bullies. So now you got kids out in school parking, in the school lots there and stuff like that. Kids who think their way of learning is better than somebody else. They think they're tougher than somebody else. It's just going to increase in the fighting. So I do disagree with that. I think after a certain age, after high school, yes, then start really implementing it and learning it yourself as an adult. But I think teaching kids very young, you already got bully issues going on now in schools. You got kids killing themselves over being bullied. You give a handful of kids again, you got to remember too, parents have to pay for their children to learn martial arts. Mm-hmm. So you got these kids whose parents have money are going to train their children, but the parents who do not have money are not going to be able to train their kids. So the poor kids are going to get beat up on, that are already getting beat up on daily now.
Well,
because they're poor.
That's why the parent would have already gone through training before even suggesting it to the kids.
You see what I'm saying, though? But then now also look at your parents out there nowadays. And yes, I'm going to bash on all you parents out there nowadays. But you got all these parents now that are lazy-ass parents as it is.
Oh, yeah. Some of them don't care.
Okay, I'm going to pop you in front of the TV or in front of the Xbox or in front of your laptop. Have a good day, honey. Mommy's got to go do this or daddy's got to go do that. Parents aren't parenting their kids anymore.
No, not like they used to.
No, when we were younger, your parents was your parents.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Exactly. They knew what you were doing, boy. When lights came on, the street lights came on, your ass was home. You were sitting down to dinner. If you didn't eat what mama made you, you didn't eat. Believe me. And you didn't disrespect your parents.
No.
Because your mother would backhand you so quick, it wasn't wait till daddy got home. Believe me.
Oh, wow.
Not in my house. Mama was the one to fear, let me tell you. But I'm just saying, nowadays, parents don't parent their kids. You think they're going to teach them self-defense? Come on. It's just not going to happen. Not this day and age.
Well, some of them teach them to box or something like that. Anything that...
Very few number. Very few number. Very few number of these parents spend more than an hour a day with their children. These kids are locked up in their bedrooms. Am I lying or am I right?
They're on their Xbox or their Game Boy.
Yeah,
what, Gary?
I said the parents these days are mostly the TV and Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. They're locked up in their room. Leave me alone, Mom. They're in their rooms, locked up. They've got their laptops going, or their PCs, or their little the notepads. What do they call them? The tablets,
iPads.
or their cell phones. No matter what you take away from, they've got one way or another to communicate with everyone in the freaking world. And who's monitoring that? Nobody. That's how these kids are getting in so much trouble. That's why we got so many freaking hoodlums out there today.
It's true.
That's how 16, 17-year-olds are shooting people and going to prison. I mean, come on. People stopped parenting their kids years ago. The internet became a big wave and nobody cared anymore.
Yeah, a lot of kids are very spoiled. I've seen kids that are like 5 or 6 years old with
And they got
iPads.
cell phones.
Right?
Yeah,
They
phones,
got cell phones.
iPads.
Come on.
It's crazy.
Oh, if you need me, honey, text me. Are you kidding me? You got kids texting their parents from their freaking bedroom. Get off your lazy ass. You wonder why obesity is a problem in the United States? People have gotten lazy. Parenting has gotten lazy. I'm sorry. You brought up a soft subject for me, people. These people need to start taking back control of their own lives. Stop living through your damn cell phone. Stop living through your Facebook. Get off your ass and make something happen. That's
So
what life's all about.
What do you
Go,
think?
I'm serious. That
go.
shit drives me crazy.
What do you think is the reason for that? Is it just all the technology? Is it just
Well, some of the technologies actually do make people lazier.
A lot of the technology has made people lazier, but the problem is it's made the parenting lazier. And so because the parents don't have to parent so much anymore.
Yeah.
And because they want to give their kid everything. Okay, let me spoil my child. Here, let me make sure you have everything your friends all have. But then when you give them everything, they lock themselves up in their room. You're not monitoring anything your children are doing. So your kids are getting into so much trouble you don't even know it because you have no idea where they're at, what they're doing, because they're doing it all through their electronic devices.
Yes, they could be getting into the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, they're home and they're in their bedroom, but what websites are they visiting? They're not monitoring it.
Knows?
They're not monitoring it.
All the dirty ones.
Yeah, but it's not even just the dirty ones. I mean, they're on these like hood rat sites and everything else. I mean, they're with their friends doing shit they're not supposed to be doing or making plans to do shit they're not supposed to be doing. And where are the parenting and monitoring of this? Right?
Yeah,
Who's monitoring these kids?
Nobody.
Oh, I'm going to school, Mom. It's time to go to school. Did that kid actually go to school? Because, every one of these schools nowadays has a website that you can monitor your kids.
Mm-hmm.
They have a website. And do you know how many, and I do know this to be true because I have a girlfriend of mine that monitors her son's activity in school. If she's actually signed up on it. If her kid does not show up in school on time, she gets an email. Your child was tardy.
We used to get phone calls. If you missed one period, they would call your home. And your child missed first, second, and like sixth period, so you knew which one.
But they don't do that anymore because they have this website thing now. So all of the parents are supposed to be signed up on this website. But she went to this big parent meeting conference, and her son's school told her that like 16% of the parents are actually signed up on this internet site to get this information via email or text. 16% of the parents.
That's not very
Sounds
much.
pretty low.
So 84% of the parents don't give a shit what their kids are doing, if they're going to school or not, and what their grades are until they get a report card.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, people just don't care anymore. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid looks cool, right? He's got everything you could imagine. He's such a good boy, right? Until he's 16 years old and he bought a gun off the internet, off somebody off Craigslist, and freaking shot somebody. Now your good little boy is sitting in fucking prison. You're a great parent of the year, right?
Sad.
Get me started.
Have you ever seen that show? I can't remember what it's called. It's like My Sweet 16 or it's one of those reality shows. Yeah. Have you ever seen that one where
oh yeah.
It's all these girls that get really mad that their parents bought them the wrong car.
The wrong car for my
crazy
16th
stuff.
birthday.
Yeah.
I wanted a Porsche, not what it is. Like.
Yeah, it's like these ridiculously spoiled children.
Oh, that's way spoiled.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you get to the point, though, and then again, it gets down to the point where you've got these kids who don't have the same as all these other kids have because their parents don't have that kind of money. So they may not have, the newest iPhone that's out. They may still have the flip phone where they got to actually text every letter or, you know what I mean? They may not have a laptop. They may have to use the school's computer to do their homework. You see what I'm saying? Or they may have a big PC. So again, you get into the bullying and you get into the martial arts, which is where this all stemmed from. I don't agree with these kids learning, only the kids that can actually learn it. Because again, the parents aren't going to take time to teach their children martial arts because, again, They don't take the time to care what their kids are doing every day. You would, but not all do. 13% only give a shit what their kid's doing in school every day. In one school. You see what I'm saying? 13%. And that's in one big school here local. 13% of those kids parents are signed up to get email and text alerts.
Well, that doesn't mean that they really want to monitor their kids all the time. I mean, there was a time where you didn't really have to monitor what's going on with them. They'd be all right. Well, that's only in cases where the child is a bad kid.
Okay, but if your child is not showing up for first period every day, you don't know that if you're not getting a call from the school. And if you're a working parent and you leave the house before your child does every morning, and you get home after your child gets home from school every day, those messages can easily be deleted off your answer machine at home.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, believe me, we were all there. I've done it. You know what I mean? I mean, we've all been there. I know how to do all the games all these kids are playing. We've all been these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. These parents nowadays, they just, either they don't care or they're just not thinking.
Or just blow it off.
Yeah, they just, well, I'm doing everything I can. I'm a working parent. What do you want from me? Raise your freaking kid.
Yeah.
Take every step possible to know what's going on with your kid's life. Log into their freaking computers. Don't let them have, passwords on anything. Sign into their phone when they're sleeping. Just check on, make sure everything's good. Make sure they're not hanging out with bad crowds. Just know what the hell's going on. And sit down and conversate with them every now and then. Take their shit away a couple times a week. You know what I mean? Just make them do family time. Don't allow them to lock themselves in their room. Get them involved in sports. Get them involved in, activities other than these damn, and video games. Oh my God, don't get me started on video games with kids. Are you guys gamers?
I play, I'm mostly a PC gamer. I don't have any consoles.
Sometimes.
Does it run your life, though? Is it like you can't stop playing it to,
no,
go to work in the morning, or?
No.
No, I have moments.
I'm calling Gary out. I can see it. He's fumbling now.
No. I mean, I have sometimes, where it's like 2 weeks. I just play games every day, and then I get bored of it, and then I stop, and then I do other stuff for a while. I mean, yeah, I used to play a lot, and then I just kind of got bored of it. I don't.
How about you?
No, I hate video games. I think video games are the stupidest thing in the world, only because, again, you get these, I'm going to stem to it, and it's not even just kids. These are adults. Parents will sit there on a video game console all day, all night. They will call in sick to work if they're in the middle of a game that they can't not lose this particular phase of their game. They will literally call out sick to work. They will literally not make dinner. They will not, their life will stop revolving around anything other than this stupid video game because they have to play this stupid video game.
Yeah, that's a little excessive. I'd say if you're at that point in your life where, you can't.
Do you know people like this, though?
I think that's more of like an addiction thing.
I know people like this. I actually know people who are like this.
Parental guidance is suggested. If you want to give a call to the Rocket Man Show about this here subject, please do. And Gary will tell you
bring it on.
Gary will tell you what the number is loudly.
It's 813-639-8255.
I gotta get.
All right, that's the number for the Rocket Man Show. If you have your opinion on anything, just give us a call here. We want to thank the Jailbait Girls for stopping in.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's been forever, and we got to fly. Much love to you all. Thank you for having us on the show. Rocket Man, it was great seeing you again.
Well, thank you for stopping in.
Thanks for coming by.
We'll see you guys soon. That ran longer than I expected.
All right, you guys had a good time.
Oh, we were having a good debate. You see me on stuff that I'm going to debate on, boy. Woo!
Ooh, yeah, we were rocking here on the Rocket Man Show.
Like
yeah.
On your show.
I know, we're going to have to, right? See if anybody gets calling on my show.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you very much. Nice seeing you. We'll see you Monday. Oh, and tell him next week I'm going to have Sidewinder.
Okay, he wanted you to text Alex on your app.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Night.
All right. How much time do we have left anyway?
You got about another 10 minutes.
Do you have anything in the audio files for me?
Anything in the audio files? Let me check. Let me
quickly, time is wasting.
What I've got. Well, tell me about your week. What did you
The what?
do? Tell me about your weekend. Did you do anything over the weekend?
No. Actually, I was working with the band and all that. Nothing really special, you know. Damn. Why does this got?
Did you do?
Check. It's got a lot of bass in my channel. Can you turn down the bass a little bit?
Bass?
Right in this channel is too bassy. Oh wow, you took a lot of bass out of that. Well, that's not the bass. That's.
Is it?
No, that's.
I don't know what bass. I don't know. I don't usually do.
You don't.
Stuff.
Oh, hold on a second. Is that my channel there?
You're on yellow.
Yellow channel. Let's see. That's gain.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be all of your EQ right here. This isn't really set. Let's see what that. Okay. Whoa! A little too bassy there. Turn down Oh, wait. Check. All right. Maybe just a little bit. You're still looking through the audio.
Yeah.
You're looking through the audio file. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we got the audio going on. Hey, I think we'll just stop with that one that we always play. My girlfriend's favorite music. Oh, yeah. Since we can't seem to find our other ones in the audio file, I had about 50 bands. He's off to bring us some.
Yeah.
What about some of the people that CDs that Jerry Shedd left you on?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'd have to ask Alex about that. I don't know where any of that stuff went.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by, dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away, like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. No more will my green sea now turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me if all around comes. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door and it has been painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I wanna see it painted. I wanna see it painted. I wanna see it painted. I wanna see it painted, 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 painted black.
All right, back at the Rocket Man Show. Yeah, we want to thank the Jailbait Girls for coming back here and hanging with the Rocket Man. And we had some interesting subjects about misparenting. You can send your emails to Talkwad Studios and let us know what you think about some of our subject matter. That was Shinebox Live playing Painted Black. They're one of my favorite guests I've ever had. I had them in February 28th, I believe, last February. It was a great show for us. Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to thank you all for joining us and saying that anytime you want to come on to the Rocket Man Show and you have a subject matter, or especially if you're a band, we'd like to have hear from a band that would like to play live on here. So this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to say thank you all and good night.
Watching the Rocket Man Show on Talkwad Network in Tampa, Florida.